Hi, I want to welcome you all to my next speed build. So this one's gonna be the Anteater and Capuchin monkey in one habitat. This is part of my franchise zoo. So that's also why I do have to apologize for a lot of cuts in this one, as I always had to wait for money to get back or to take care of my zoo in between the cuts. So just so you know. Okay, so my idea was in my last episode I think I built these hills. And I kind of want to do something special with them, like something inside or along the cliff side on top as well. So I decided to split this habitat. I mean, it's still going to be a shared habitat, but you have a top and a bottom layer. So right now I'm just figuring out how to do it because my problem was first I wanted to do mainly monkeys, but all monkeys except for the capuchin monkey have a higher than 1.2 meter barrier requirement. And as I don't really want to use high barriers as of now in the zoo, I actually had to resort to using the capuchin monkeys, and then because they're very small, I also had to, well, not had to, but then I decided to put in the anteater as well, as I already had the tapir in this zoo. Okay, so here you'll see me, and also I did do a lot of stuff in between my builds, so first I just started with the basic terraforming, then later I'm doing a stuff building which I have skipped, so you won't have to look at that. So it turned out pretty cool, but it's nothing special, so that's why I didn't keep it in this video. And for this bridge I'm building, I was thinking about cutting this out as well, but it somehow turned out really great, and it really grew to me, and yeah, I gotta say it looks good in the end. Gotta be full of oneself from time to time. So yeah, you'll get me. You'll see me doing that as well. Um, yeah, and then again, yeah, this franchise zoo is a bit complicated as of now, because it's I have a lot of long way to walk, and as I'm building the habitat on top of that hill, the people actually have to walk all the way around, and they do. I was hoping they would just stay at the bottom part because there's nothing more at the end of that insanely long path around it, but somehow they also get up there, and then they obviously get upset that they're exhausted and there's not much to see along the way. So yeah, I'm not making that much profit as of now, but I think all of that will change once I've put in some more habitats and areas in between the boat station you saw down there and the bridge I'm building right now. Okay, so we're doing giant anteaters and Colombian white-faced capuchin monkey it is, if I remember that correctly. And let me tell you again something about, let's start with the capuchin monkey. Here you have a very interesting fact. Capuchin monkeys are freaking thirsty for blood. Now stay with me here. Stay with me on this one. The reason I say this, when I was in Colombia last summer, I was in a national park along the northern coast, and there were capuchin monkeys, and like we were just walking around, we saw them before at a small area where we could really see the babies hanging out, eating. That was really, really cute. And then we went on, and we got to a part of the park where there were insanely large trees or tall trees, and then you would just eventually hear some crumbling up top, and then bam, some coconut or some other fruit just smashing on the ground right next to you from 30 meters up. I kid you not. So first I was a bit confused, but then I saw the monkeys hanging out around the tops of the trees. Like I said, like 20-30 meters up high. And like one wrong step and you would fucking get crushed by these coconuts or whatever that was. So we had to really take care of that one. And what was really funny for me though, in the same park they also have jaguars and crocodiles. Apparently, or some alligators. No, I think it's crocodiles. Is it alligators? I don't know. I don't remember exactly. And they did put a warning sign up that there might be some crocodiles. But in my honest opinion, the chance that you get hit by a monkey in that park is so much higher than getting attacked by a crocodile. And both kills you either way, so I don't know why they didn't put up any warning signs for falling coconuts. So yeah, there you have it. Capuchin monkeys want to kill humans. Just kidding. No, they're actually insanely adorable. I would show you a picture I did myself, But unfortunately, I think they were hiding in the branches, and the quality isn't that good, so I'll spare you that. Maybe if I find something good, I'll blend it in here, but I don't think so, sadly. And yeah, capuchin monkeys. I think it's a really interesting choice for Frontier to take this animal particularly. I know South America has a lot of different animals, and I love the capuchin monkey. It's insanely adorable, and I guess it has some fame from, let's say, Friends, or I think also in Night at the Museum. It was a ancient, or like a prehistoric capuchin monkey that was trolling the night. Was it? I don't know. So yeah, I kind of get where they came from, but I was really surprised when they announced an animals to be capuchin monkey. The same with the anteater. I never thought they would actually go with the anteater. I mean, llama was pretty obvious, jaguar as well. But yeah, I'm really positively surprised by the animals they come up with. The same with the Arctic pack. Like, I would have thought they gotten some elk or something, but no, they actually went for doll sheep, which I've never actually even heard about before. So I'm content with their choices for these DLCs. Okay, so next one, Anteater. Okay, I'll actually go with the Anteater fact a bit later, because right now I know I told you before that I won't be showing you how I built the staff area, but I did decide, however, to show you just the last part, because basically all these buildings were the same. So I just showed you that little part to see how it turned out in the end. Because what I want for obviously down at the hill of the at the foot of the hill, I'm going with a bamboo tropical vibe, and up here I decided to go with a Mayan theme. And you'll also see this in this build. I actually do split the theme in this build. So up here I'm building a small Mayan ruin, and down at that second part I dug out, at the second level, or that lower level, I'm actually going with the bamboo again, so I kind of split that up as well. Okay, so yeah, but I really love these building parts. They give so many opportunities to do so much great stuff. I'm still a bit not necessarily disappointed, but it's a bit annoying building these walls customly with those parts they give us. It somehow never turns out the way the custom built ones are already, like those corners I just placed. I don't know, if I place them single-handedly like this, it just never turns out really good. But I do love the rubbles. The rubble part is awesome. I love that to bits and pieces, literally. So yeah, Anteater effects. I told you I'd get some of those. So yeah, hear me out. First of all, sadly, when I was in Colombia and my South America trip, I didn't get to meet these. Sadly, I met their subspecies, or not subspecies. It's a different type of anteater, which is called the tamandua. I'll show you a picture of that because I never heard of that animal before, so you probably haven't as well. And I think it was the northern tamandua or the southern. I'm not exactly sure. But I just spotted it climbing around in the forest, like way off. Actually, nobody else except for me saw it. Somehow my eyes are apparently trained for safari, so that was good. But yeah, the giant anteater. They're a really fascinating species. They look, not to say disturbing, they just look a bit weird. Because they're so, like the form and how their tail is bushy and everything. And obviously their long snouts. It's a really interesting animal. But I kind of like those crazy looking animals. And so yeah, the giant anteater. I see we have a topic going here, because last time we had the pangolin habitat. This one's an anteater as well. So what do you want to know? Let me tell you that anteaters are actually pretty dangerous. They are anteaters, so they don't have teeth or something. But they are actually known to fend off jaguars and the kind of and those kinds. What else? Yeah, like if they get up on their hind legs and swipe at you, then you're done for. Like pumas and jaguars, no problem. So that was something cool. I mean, they are pretty big as well, so kind of makes sense. But still, I always love the fact that some of these herbivores or in this case Anteater wars, whatever, can fight back those really strong predators. That's always pretty interesting to me, at least. And yeah, also the same with the pangolins. The babies first climb on their back, or they carry around their newborn on their back, just like with the pangolins I showed you in the last video. Okay, so that was it for the anteater, for the giant anteater. Again, I would love to show you a picture I did, and we actually have one in our zoo, in theory. I think I almost never saw that one in my local zoo. Apparently it's there. I've never seen it. Maybe it's a lie, I don't know. But yeah, that's why I can't show you a picture I did, at least. Okay, so yeah, the habitat is, well, not mostly done. It's mainly got the structures in there. As you can see, I made the bottom part for the capuchin monkeys and the top part for the anteater. And now I'm just decided what to do with the path, because I wanted to not only have the boat tour running alongside that, but I wanted people to be able to get up there as well. I turned out pretty good. I always struggle a bit with doing with decorating the elevated paths, so they don't just look out of place. In the end, I didn't do it in this video, but I did some fixing up on my own. I put in some rocks and some trees, so to hide it, turned out good enough. Okay, so yeah, here I'll go with the typical terrain. So usually I build the basic layout, then I'll go with the terrain editing, and now I'm putting in a lot of foliage. And I loved these animals, the capuchin monkey and the anteater, because they don't have a maximum limit on how much foliage you can put in there. So I was so happy I could go bonkers with this one. And it turned out pretty jungly. I still could have put in more, but it really, really turned out cool. I don't know what it is with flowers and trees that just makes every single habitat look so much better, in my opinion. And luckily, I heard from some other YouTubers that they sometimes struggle with animals going where they want to. Sometimes that's a problem for me as well, but in this habitat, luckily, the anteaters actually walk down as well, and the monkeys do get up. So as you see, obviously I have the food bowl of the anteaters down here. I have one up there as well on the top, but they still sometimes come down here or walk along those climbing frames I've put in the middle of the mountain. The monkeys also like to go upstairs and hang around there, jump around there, because they have a lot of open space there, obviously. So I'm pretty happy that they use all of the habitat, because that is sometimes a problem, sadly. Okay, so how much longer do we have? Not that much. So yeah, now I'm just fixing it up with some rocks. I was thinking about decorating this whole mountain in with rocks, but I think it would be a bit unrealistic. I did do that in my savanna habitat in my other zoo. It looked pretty cool, but it was more like a rocky mound or something, or just rocks piled on top of each other. And this one is so big, I kind of didn't want to make it all rock. For one, because it would take way too much time, and second, because it looks good like this as well. So I'm just doing the corners or the cliffs with the rocks at the top of the cliffs, and yeah, it looks like pretty good. I didn't have that much trouble with animals escaping. I was scared of that because of my weird barrier layout, obviously. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. I'm very, very happy with this one. I'm kind of sad that the people don't really like this habitat, because they have to walk a long way to get to the top part. But I guess the AI in this game is a bit weird, to say. Yeah, here I'll finish up with some custom information signs, and I'll actually leave you then. It's gonna be, yeah, just me fixing up, putting in some benches, some bins, some more of those education signs. So not really much more to say, except for one more thing. I am doing a charity stream on Twitch, and it's done by a zoo I've worked at in South Africa, and they're doing an event where they have lots of streamers stream different animal-related content on their accounts, just to raise awareness for the fundraisers they've put out, and just to in general raise awareness for the struggles that the zoo is facing because of lockdown, and obviously no visitors means no income. So I would really appreciate if anybody who watches this would hang out on my stream between the 24th and 26th of April. I'll link that in the description as well. And I hope I'll see you then. And obviously I'll also hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.